Hello and welcome to Universe Mode. This is Monday Night Raw. We are live in Columbus, Ohio for what should be a fantastic Bullet Club based episode of Raw. Of course it's going to be fantastic now that the Bullet Club has the majority control of the titles around here. Not the majority control, they have all the control. Just like to remind myself of that every now and then. Tonight there will be no Raw General Manager Daryl Manala here. Unfortunately, due to actual real-life circumstances, he's currently trapped in the problems of Hurricane Harvey, and I hope you all join me in wishing him very well and hoping that nothing goes wrong with him, because it would be kind of sad. But anyway, focusing away from that, we have got a big night here, as you can see right there, of Monday Night Raw action. That's just one of the first of the three big matches that are going on here tonight. Cody Rhodes will square off one-on-one against Adam Cole, Bebe, the leader of the Bullet Club and the United States Champion. The Raw General Manager wants to change things around and wants to give Cody another opportunity after, in his mind, changing things so on the fly last week with the whole Sting situation. Wants to give Cody another opportunity, and what better way than to take on the United States Champion himself. Later on in the night then, Kane, who prepares to do battle this Sunday, a bad blood against his brother, The Undertaker. With the fundamentals of the Brood on the line, will take on the loser of the match at SummerSlam, the former and never again World Heavyweight Champion, Tyler Breeze. And what is a great opportunity for Kane to prove that nothing is coming in the way of him and a potential victory over his own brother this Sunday. And then for our main event, talk about an opportunity being handed out on Raw. We are going to be seeing none other than Kofi Kingston go one-on-one with the World Heavyweight Champion Dolph Ziggler. A fine opportunity, if I do say so myself, for this man to get out there and to prove that he can try and hang. Best of luck though, taking on the World Heavyweight Champion. So with that being said, let's get things underway with the Good Brothers. That's right, one half of the World Tag Team Champions in action to start things off on Raw. Yes, that is right. Ahead of this coming Sunday, where breaking news, because I don't believe it was revealed last week, Blake and Murphy will get the final opportunity against the Bullet Club. Daryl Manalo stating that there needs to be an end to all of this. There needs to be a finale. There needs to be something we can put away. And at Bad Blood this Sunday, what we will witness will be the final match between Blake and Murphy and the Bullet Club, regardless of who wins. That is going to change it up a little bit, because of course Blake and Murphy have been rising in popularity for whatever reason. Even though the Bullet Club are the tag team champions and the Bullet Club are in the tag team division. I don't know why anyone should support anyone else, but apparently that's something that's been going on in this benevolent brain-dead Raw crowd, but whatever, I suppose. But yeah, so that's going to be an interesting one. It'll be interesting to see what's going to be up next for the Bullet Club when it comes to taking on, when it comes to defending those tag team titles coming out of Bad Blood, because a victory is so easily secured against Blake and Murphy, it isn't even fun anymore. Perhaps if Diesel and Kendrick pick up the if Diesel picks up the win here tonight over Luke Gallows, it could be Kendrick and Diesel coming up next for those tag team titles. Always the possibility, and we've reached a little bit of a problem where we are missing the person who's actually in the match. Now, I don't know how this works, but he is 100% not there. Karl Anderson coming out by himself. This is a casual thing for the Bullet Club to be doing. Oh, nice pixels. This is we've done this. We've played this a few times this year. Still don't know why, and even Diesel is confused. Karl Anderson looking him right in the eye there. Diesel might be throwing punches at the ghost of Luke Gallows for all we know, but we'll gloss on from that. Ready to get this one underway. Karl Anderson, of course, had the opportunity to go into a singles match just before. This looks so stupid. Oh, what a game. What a great game. Had the opportunity to go against, in singles action, I should say, just before SummerSlam. Lost to Murphy in one-on-one action. Let's hope the same will not be said for the brute of the Bullet Club. The 7-foot powerhouse that is Luke Gallows. And you want to talk about powerhouses as well. We are kicking things off with a Big Hoss-esque matchup here. Two 7-footers. Two guys are on the 300-pound barrier, if not easily surpassing it. going one-on-one to kick things off on Raw here tonight. That'll be a good... This is a strong way to start. On top of that, we have a stacked Raw card for you here tonight. I know I revealed more than half the card, which leaves only one match left to reveal, which will be later on tonight, which is Gail Kim going to go one-on-one with the former #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship, that being Alexa Bliss. Gail Kim, of course, the #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship, who will take on Paige this Sunday at Bad Blood, what should be a very interesting affair. So, that'll, you know, we got that going for it. Also here tonight, we're supposed to be hearing from the soon-to-be meaningless tag team that is Blake and Murphy. They'll have something to say somewhere along the lines, and truth be told, I couldn't care less. And then also in the night, we'll be hearing from the #1 contender for the United States Championship, the villain Marty Scurll, having just overcame Jinder Mahal last week in a hard-hitting matchup where Scurll really had to give it his all to walk out with the win. Here tonight, Scurll will have a few words to say. It'll be after Cody Rhodes and Adam Cole's match as well. So we'll have maybe a few bonus things to say should somehow things find a way to backfire for Adam Cole. I mean, Cody Rhodes is a strong competitor, so you never know. But aside from that, big matches here tonight. Kane and Breeze, one of them. Huge opportunity for Kofi, but he's going up against the world champion. I mean, it's a great opportunity. And it's great to hand him that main event spot. Super kick. But not going to be, I don't think. Not going to be a win for Kofi Kingston. Focusing back on this match right now. There's Luke Gallows demonstrating his strength. Showing it off very well there. And Gallows now just resorting to a few strikes, trying to keep Diesel down. But Diesel turns things around there and uses his own strength to his advantage, launching Gallows across the ring. And Kendrick resorting to methods best save for one Alexa Bliss, as we've seen in the past. That whole underhanded scumbag ideology. And I think, yep. Don't know why Gallows fell for that trick, but it's given an advantage here for Diesel, who hits a big backbreaker there. Almost 300 pounds coming down on your knees, though. That's not going to do you any favors. Dragon screw there, and I think Diesel landed on the chair for good measure. Very quick to shrug it off, though. Oh, but he might not be able to shrug this one off. 12-step on the chair. Planted him down for good measure. And the referee, once again, distracted by the tactics of Brian Kendrick, but it won't save him. Gallows bomb, his tag team partner in huge trouble with 2 and 3. Luke Gallows puts away Diesel with relative ease. Did he use the steel chair? Does it matter? But what a surprise. Another dominant win for the Bullet Club. Another dominant win for Luke Gallows. Oh, come on. Really? Really, you cowards? Attacking a man while he has his back turned. I hope you enjoy holding those Toy World titles of yours, because that's the closest you or Raw is going to get to holding them again. Oh, come on. These disgusting underhanded tactics that we've come to know and loathe from the Raw side of this roster coming out fully there. Blake and Murphy, knowing they won't get a legitimate victory, resorting to desperation methods to try and get under the Bullet Club's skin. Try as you might, gentlemen. You can do the very best that you want. You can talk about how you're going to give it your all. You're going to give it your best shot, and you're not going to let the general manager down. We all know that is baseless lies is what it is. You are just lying to the face of one another, you're lying to the crowd, and you're lying to the general manager. We all know for a fact that you do not have what it takes to get that win. We know for a fact that you two are nothing compared to the Bullet Club. Yes, you've had a little rise in popularity, and yes, you've got a little bit lucky, but it is nothing compared to the train of the Bullet Club, the hype train that the Bullet Club has going for it. Blake and Murphy, you are nothing more than a little toy ride outside a supermarket. You put your money in it, and for a little time it goes around, and for a little time you have fun. Well, the money's about to run out, the ride's about to stop, your hype will die down, and after Bad Blood, you will succumb to nothing. You will fade into the shadows like so many have before, and the Bullet Club will reign supreme. That is not a threat, that is a promise. Well, I'm sure glad they cleared out all the riffraff in that ring. I'm glad they removed all of that nonsense that we had to deal with there. Utter disrespect. And yet, the people in attendance here in Columbus, they'll cheer this action, because they'll see it as the heroic underdogs fighting to try and overcome the Bullet Club. But in reality, it's the opposite. It's the total opposite. What you have right there is the sign of a strict regime. Trying to pin down the ones fighting for all of these people. But the problem is, everyone in attendance, they are too blind to see that. They are numbskulls. They don't realize beyond those numbskulls that the Bullet Club is here to save them, not to doom them. If you want to know what it feels like to be screwed forevermore, if you want to know what it feels like to live in a hellish land, then let Sting win this Sunday. Let Blake and Murphy win. Marty Scurll, you know, he's okay. Gail Kim, she's okay. But if you let Blake and Murphy and Sting win, then Raw will be right back into the awful landscape that it was even back when Doro and Arlo took over the show. There is only one thing that can save this brand. There is only one thing that can save this show, and there is only one thing keeping Monday Night Raw afloat, and that is the Bullet Club. And that is thanks to this man, the United States Champion and the leader of the Bullet Club, Adam Cole, baby. Whether or not you agree with my opinion on Cole, I don't care, but what you have to realize is the success that Raw has achieved thanks to the Bullet Club. The ratings boost that has been given under the Bullet Club. If it were not for the Bullet Club, Raw would probably be doing worse ratings than NXT. So for that, to every member of the Raw roster, to every member of the Raw brand in general, even down to the cameramen, the pyrotechnics, the guy who looks after the pyrotechnics, you're welcome. That is all I have to say on that matter. We're now in for a very entertaining matchup here, quite early on in the card as well, between Cody Rhodes and Adam Cole. As I said, this is justice, I guess, or a second chance being given out to Cody Rhodes following his unfortunate loss in the Triple Threat main event. Of course, it was supposed to be him and Triple H vying for a shot at Dolph Ziggler's world title, but the ever genius mindset of Daro and Arlo and the stupidity that flows within it gave in to one action from Sting. And at that moment, and in that moment, granted him the opportunity at a number one contendership, which he doesn't deserve, because Sting hasn't been around since Ziggler won his very first World Heavyweight Championship at Over the Limit. But yet Sting can just walk back into this building, guarantee himself not only a number one contenders match, but then go on to win it as well. Now if that doesn't go to show the bias towards the Raw superstars, if that doesn't go to show the blindness, the level of idiocy that Monday Night Raw has going for it at the top of the food chain, then I don't know what does. It's the blind leading the blind. It's dumb leading dumber. Raw is a chaotic landscape, but in the midst of it all, we have men and women in the Bullet Club putting on a great showing and making everyone proud, not just on Raw, of course, but on SmackDown as well. With the Intercontinental and the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Elite, doing good business over there and being good brothers while they're at it. Adam Cole, meanwhile, locking in a stump puller here on Cody Rhodes. Gonna gloss over that now and focus on this matchup here. While Cody Rhodes may not be scheduled for this Sunday at bad blood. You never know. There are 3 matches to my knowledge. No, 2 matches, sorry, still undecided on that card. Cody Rhodes could well end up in a impromptu match. Be interesting to see who will be given, but of course Adam Cole's scheduled to go up against the villain Marty Scurll, a man who the last time those 2 men took each other on in one-on-one action, Scurll was the winner of. Adam Cole, though, showing that he's not afraid of the former world champion. He's not at all threatened by the actions of this man. In fact, he's kind of soaking in the threat of the competition right now, but Cody showing him that you can't afford to make a mistake with a very nice counter there. Let's see what Cody Rhodes will do now. He'll walk off the ropes and digging that knee into the face of Adam Cole. But yeah, Cody's doing Scurll and Cody should be a great matchup, I think. Sorry, Scurll and Adam Cole should be a great matchup. Oh, what an enziguri there by Adam Cole, as it was last time. That matchup was a very entertaining one to watch, and I look forward to seeing it again. Focusing back on this matchup right now, Adam Cole looks for something. Cody pulls out the reversal and a flying drop kick. Didn't get all of it. I think it was more so kind of a flying clothesline than anything. Overshot Cole with his legs, but Cody's still able to maintain control in this one. Cody Rhodes now up on that top rope. Diving leg drop there. Not too sure if he got all of it, but he's very quick into the cover here on Adam Cole. And very nearly put away the United States champion with it as well. Nicely done there. Adam Cole needs to turn things around a little bit right now. He's in a little bit of trouble. Cody Rhodes going to make him pay for it. Rhodes now. Disaster kick. Middle of the ring. Cody leaps into the cover here on Cole. And, very nearly a 3 count. Adam Cole waiting until the very last second to kick out of that one. Cody's been doing the majority of the work in this match, I think. Cole needs to turn things around and quickly. And he's going to do that right now. Fireman's carry neck breaker by the United States champion. Resorting to not the cleanest tactics I've ever seen, but these things happen. Rhodes there. Might have been looking for Cross Rhodes, but Cole pulls out the reversal to it. And what a lariat in the back of the head there. Cole now jumps in for the cover. Can he put away Cody with it? No, Cody's still showing he's got a hell of a lot of life left in him. The former world champion, the former Intercontinental champion as well. Cody Rhodes has succeeded quite an amount in this universe. Adam Cole feeling a little bit cocky up on that top rope, taking his time, and he pays for it there. Cody Rhodes knew exactly what he was doing. And now he'll look to act on the mistake made by Adam Cole. Dumps him down on his face, but is very quickly countered with a dragon screw. That did not go entirely there how Cody wanted that one too. There's another 1 count. This one is becoming a much more back and forth matchup now as it's progressed onwards. Cody quick to counter once more. Forearm shot countered by Cole, and Cole now stomps in the gut there, on the chest even. He is feeling the wear and tear of this one. Cody Rhodes feeling it as well as he takes an opportunity to go outside of the ring for a moment here, catch his breath, but Cole right out there. Only to be sent to the steps by Cody Rhodes. The problem is that the longer this match goes on, the more Cole's wearing himself out. He's only got 6 days to recover before a big pay-per-view match against Marty Scurll. One in my mind that he cannot afford to lose, especially after proving that he's such a great champion at SummerSlam. Into the steel steps goes Cody this time round. That was a very nice one to see. But it's Cody who's going to send Adam Cole back into the steel steps here. Both men now taking a very late stance with the count here. We're up to 6. Up to 7. And Cody's going to restart the count here. Perhaps look to bring this matchup back into the ring. Very respectable maneuver by Cody Rhodes. Not too sure about the way in which he's going about it, though. Yanking him around there by his hair, basically. And now choking. Going to choke the life out of Adam Cole. But Cody is doing it all here to try and pick up a huge win over the US champion. Crossbody, and into a cover he goes here with 1, 2, and no, Cole kicks out. Just able to brace in there long enough. I'm wondering when will Cody look for the Cross Rhodes. When we look for that move to try and seal the deal here. Certainly think we're late enough in the match where he could go for it, but Cole does a good job there quickly countering, and here we go again. Up on his shoulders. Fireman's carry, neck breaker. But Cody does a good job of shrugging that one off. Turns him round here. Will Cody look for the crossroads? Well, if he did, Cole pulls out the reversal. Great back and forth going on here, and Adam Cole now. Panama Sunrise. One of the most outstanding maneuvers in the business today. The Panama Sunrise, and to make it worse, it's busted open Cody. But Cole isn't done yet, apparently. I'm not too sure what I think about that one. Oh, he's going after the open wound. Oh, that's a little bit underhanded. Look at how Cody Rhodes there, still trying to fight on here, still trying to prove that he's got something left in him. Adam Cole does a great job of stopping that one. What a suplex as well. And there's the confidence of Adam Cole, baby. Into the cover here. Can Cody get out of it? Yes, he can. Relatively easy cover to fight out of. Come on, Cole. Get back up to your feet here. Can't let this match go on too much longer. You can't risk fatiguing yourself ahead of bad blood. Shoulder tackle there by Cody Rhodes. He's still got some fight left in him. That's incredible to see, truth be told. Given the fact that he is very much so busted open right now. Cody's still going to give it his all here for victory. Moonsault from the top. Is there anything Cody won't resort to try and pick up a win here tonight over Adam Cole? The stump puller there really didn't work out. Can Adam Cole try and turn this matchup into his favor now? In the corner is... Oh, no, this is going to be bad for him. Tornado DDT on the busted open head. And there was no response there. Didn't even try to get back up to his feet. Cody, I think, is out of it. There it is again. Adam Cole now just closing in on victory. Big kick in the leg there. Oh, look at that. Numerous kicks to boot. And, well, Cody's got nothing to show for it right now. He is in so much trouble. Being caught out time and time again here. And I think Adam Cole has just bested him. Here we go. Cole going to look for that finishing blow once more. Panama Sunrise. Even better the second time around. Almost got himself tangled up in the ropes. But he nails it with perfection. Cody Rhodes came close, but Adam Cole on the night just too strong for the former world champion. What a performance by Cody, but just not to be on the night. There's three. There's your winner, Adam Cole, baby. And the man who I hope will walk out of Bad Blood with that title still around his waist. Congrats to Adam Cole there on the win, but congrats to Cody on a well-fought performance as well. There aren't a lot of people I like on the Raw roster. Cody Rhodes, though, doing a good job of making sure he is one of them. As for right now, still not enough to handle the leader of the Bullet Club. Adam Cole just too strong here for Cody Rhodes to contain with. Is that a message to Scurll? Does that show Scurll that maybe he doesn't have enough to beat Adam Cole on the night? Is Adam Cole in a game mood, in a game mindset as well, ahead of Bad Blood? We can only speculate right now, but we'll certainly find out on the night. But anyway, we're going to move on to our next contest now. Women's division match. Gail Kim and Alexa Bliss. So from one failed contender to potentially the next failed contender. Alexa Bliss, who couldn't get the job done at SummerSlam despite picking the stipulation as well to boot. Of course, with that being the steel cage match. She couldn't get the job done. She couldn't beat Paige. Surprise, shock, horror. But maybe Gail Kim can cause an upset of Bad Blood. Maybe Gail Kim can turn things around there. Maybe she can do something about that. Kim, to my knowledge, did beat Paige in the build-up to Over the Limit. I'm not 100% sure about that one, but I think she did. But of course, on the night at Over the Limit, in that triple threat match, Gail Kim was out on the outside, nowhere to go, nowhere to be either, as Paige pinned Becky Lynch in the ring to become the Raw Women's Champion. Since then, Paige has gone on to defend that championship against, I think, Asuka and Bliss. And will Gail Kim be added to that list? Will the Queen of the Ring be added onto the names of people who have failed to overcome Paige? I mean, obviously, I think so, but it doesn't take away from the fact that Gail Kim is still a tough competitor. She is still a ferocious athlete to take on, and one that we're not looking over as well. We're not overlooking, I should say. We're not just thinking that it's going to be an easy win here. Gail Kim proved that she's a tough competitor when she went on to win the Queen of the Ring earlier this year and guarantee herself a spot within this universe. Because it was a guaranteed spot, but what has also transpired is we've seen some of the other Queen of the Ring members come to this universe. We saw the likes of AJ Lee, the runner-up, and Ivory on SmackDown. Quite a few moved to NXT as well. I think the likes of Mickie James, Michelle McCool, Beth Phoenix, etc. But the fact of the matter is, only one of the Queen of the Ring competitors ended up on Raw. That is Gail Kim, and that was the winner. So she kind of sets herself apart from the rest of them, I guess. Here we go. Here comes the question point. Can Gail Kim pick up another win here tonight on the road to Bad Blood and prove that she is ready to do battle with Paige this Sunday? We'll find out. I think we're in for another very entertaining matchup here. Be interesting to see what we're going to look for, what we're going to see from Gail Kim in this matchup, and see if Alexa Bliss has some fire and determination within her after her loss at SummerSlam. A little bit of a back and forth start to get us underway, but it's Gail Kim who hits a nice crucifix. They're going to go for the cover. Bliss just unable to reach the ropes. Her tiny legs, no matter how much she kicks them, can't reach the ropes. What a shame. Looking for something there, but it's quickly countered. Oh, what a loaded up forearm shot there. And Gail Kim goes down. Bliss up on their second rope now. She could look for something big from here. It's going to be a Hurricanrana. No, it's not. Powerbomb by Gail Kim. That'll send Bliss down to the mat, and that'll be a cover from Kim early on. Only guarantees herself a 1 count, though, and this match stays on. Nice teleportation skills there by Alexa Bliss. We move on now. These forearm shots here by Gail Kim with no response at all from Alexa Bliss to any of them either. Capture suplex once more. Gail Kim has Bliss in big trouble for a moment there, but Bliss does a very good job to counter out of it here. This time the Hurricanrana does connect. And Gail Kim goes down. Of course, the same problem with Adam Cole earlier on in the match just before this one, I should say. Can't let this one go on too long. Can't cause herself to have too many problems in this matchup either. Otherwise, she is causing big problems for herself in the build-up to Bad Blood. And you don't want to go up against Paige, not at 100%. That is going to cost you big time. Good counter there by Gail Kim up against the ropes. Now we're both women, and well, Alexa Bliss going to try and use that to her advantage. They went for an Irish whip. Great counter by Gail Kim. And now Kim going to look for an octopus stretch here. I don't know what she was going to go for a second there. Octopus stretch, Black Widow as it's known by AJ Lee. Gail Kim is locked in here trying to tear away on the arm there of Bliss. Very good counter by Bliss to get out of it. Drop toe hold, and Gail Kim could have collided with the ropes. They wasn't too sure about that one. But a stiff uppercut by Gail Kim there will certainly do a number on Alexa Bliss. There's a missed leg drop. You can see Gail Kim bringing the same fight she brought last week against Asuka to become the #1 contender. But Bliss is still showing some confidence within her. There's insult to injury. Usually the lead into Twisted Bliss, but Alexa Bliss right now taking out her frustrations. They're just kicking away the body of Gail Kim, and Kim didn't take too lightly to that one. There's a counter. Gail Kim now in position, ready to strike. Defeat to Alexa Bliss. Took a little while to strike with it, but Bliss still couldn't find a way to defend herself. Trapped arm means she was going nowhere, but Bliss still able to punch that shoulder up and kick out. Gail Kim didn't really want this match going on any longer, I assume. That's why she went for the eat defeat so early on there, but Bliss with that kick out proves that there's still a long way to go if Kim wants to get on the road and go to Bad Blood. Bliss is going to take the run here. She's going to go up to the top rope. This is going to be Twisted Bliss incoming. Unless Kim can get out of the way of it. Oh, that was smart by Kim. Right at the last moment, Gail Kim counters out of it. No, sorry, not counters out of it. Gets up to her feet. Denying Bliss the opportunity to take flight there. Look at Bliss now when she's got Gail Kim on the mat. She is doing some work to her here. Currently no counter in sight by Gail Kim. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's a nice boot in the face there and a clothesline to follow up with. What will Gail Kim look for now? Nothing in the mindset of Alexa Bliss as she pulls out that counter there. Good chop. Forearm shot is countered. This is turning into quite the scrap between these two women. Gail Kim in big trouble though as Bliss hits that German suplex. What a back and forth this has been thus far. Fair play. But that is not really what Gail Kim can afford it to be right now. She needs to put this match to bed far sooner than later. Kim in position. Looks like she wants Bliss to get up on her feet here. Looks like she has something in mind. It's going to be another octopus stretch here. Stitched in deep on Alexa Bliss. Bliss did do quite a bit of work to her arm when she was on the mat, so will that prevent this one from having as much damage and as much torque on it as she would have wanted? Oh, it seems so, because the longer that move was going on there, the less likely it seemed Bliss was going to tap out. She gets her way out of it, and this one here still continuing on, kicking the gut. And look at how quickly Gail Kim's able to counter out of that one. 8 defeat! Once more, it took 2 to finish Asuka last week, and the same may transpire here tonight. Drilling the foot into the face of Alexa Bliss. I don't think she'll be able to kick out of this one. And she isn't. Gail Kim, your winner here in what was a very entertaining matchup, truth be told, between these two women. But it's Gail Kim who's your winner in the build-up to Bad Blood. She's had 2 matches to prove herself, while this woman has had none. Here comes the women's champion. Paige wanting to prove that she can get in the mind of Gail Kim when and where she chooses. Paige Turner. And soak it all in, because we know what's coming up next. We know what this is. It's a preview. It's a spoiler to this Sunday. Paige. Rampage DDT. And Gail Kim can lay in the middle of the ring. Lie beneath Paige. Lie beneath the women's champion. Because following this Sunday, that is exactly what will transpire. Paige on top of the Raw Women's division, and ain't no one in sight who can knock her off it. Gail Kim's a great competitor, but nothing she can do will stop Paige from still being the Raw Women's champion and allowing the Bullet Club to still hold all 4 belts on Monday Night Raw. Well, I do enjoy holding all belts, but there is one man who seems as if he could be the biggest test of that. We're going to be hearing from him up next, the villain Marty Scurll. Surely he's got a few things to say in regards to his opponent Adam Cole. They match at Bad Blood, this opportunity for him. The villain is going to be gracing us with his presence, so without further ado, let's get to it. Here comes the villain. Adon his usual attire. No fancy coat or special sunglasses accompanying him. Just Scurll heading towards the ring. A little bit lacking, but Scurll, I don't know what he's doing right now. He doesn't look that best pleased as he heads towards the ring here, but maybe that's just the normal expressions of one Marty Scurll. Scurll getting right into talking there about the matchup this Sunday. How great of an opportunity it is for him, of all people, to be guaranteed an opportunity to walk out United States champion. Of course, it wasn't that long ago Scurll was kind of just simmering in the tag team division after a not so special debut in this universe. And Scurll now promising to not let down the Raw crowd for whatever reason. I didn't realize the villain, of all people, had to suck up to the idiots in the crowd here tonight. But Apparently that's something Scurll's going to do. He's going to impress them all with the matchup that he is going to have with Adam Cole this Sunday. And Scurll finishing it off by stating there, it doesn't matter who's got in his way before. It doesn't matter that Jinder Mahal sabotaged him at SummerSlam. It doesn't matter that he's beat Adam Cole before. That's all in the past to him. It's the present and the future. And in his mind, the United States Championship's present and future lies with the villain Marty Scurll. Win or lose, Marty Scurll there with that final statement. Win or lose, it doesn't matter, because you cannot kill this man. Long live the villain. And we know one thing's for certain, Scurll not going to give an abundance of respect to Adam Cole. Certainly not going to give him the respect that Adam Cole deserves, but that doesn't really matter, because what we do know is this Sunday we are in for one incredible contest between these two men, and the villain is going to do whatever it takes to get that United States Championship around his waist. You know, I admire the dedication this man has put in, the dedication that Marty Scurll has put in to come this far and to try and become United States Champion. Win or lose this Sunday, Marty Scurll's earned my respect, and he's earned the respect of the Bullet Club as well. So, congrats, Marty. You've got the respect from those who matter. But anyway, speaking of respect, there is a distinct lack of it within this duo for anyone on the Raw roster, and especially for the man from the dark side known as The Undertaker. Mordecai leads his brother Kane towards the ring. His brother? Definitely not his brother. But the man he has brainwashed in Kane. And it has certainly shown over these last few weeks. Undertaker's talks about how he wants to set his brother free. Set him free of the monstrosity that is the Brood. Get rid of the indoctrination that is sat in his mind thanks to that man right there. The false prophet, as Undertaker declared him to be. Mordecai responded last week in a wholehearted fashion. He dropped him on the ground with a chokeslam, a signature piece from The Undertaker as well. And making sure the lights were out just before he did it. And then following up with a warning, a stern warning to The Undertaker. He could have his brother back if he can beat him this Sunday at Bad Blood. Now you look at all the title matches going on. You look at what we know is scheduled heading into this event. It is safe to say that what we are going to witness kind of goes above and beyond all of that. It is far more than just a match. It is far more than just a non-title match with a little bit of problems going on. This is a rivalry between two brothers. This is a rivalry between the same flesh and blood. And not just that. The very fundamentals of this changes everything. If Kane wins, Undertaker joins the Brood. Undertaker must follow the lead of the very man he has declared to be a false prophet, of the very man he has called a liar, and of the very man who he believes is poisoning the mind of his brother. But of course, on the contrary, if Undertaker wins, Kane is set free, and Undertaker can have his baby brother back. Mordecai will not be happy about that one. And I think Rosemary, wherever she's been for the longest time, will feel the wrath of it. And will have to accept the punishment on top of the one that she's already accepting for her failure to capture the Women's Championship some time ago now. Clearly showing the callous, disgusting ways almost that Mordecai works. Don't do this man wrong. I see, it seems, is the message Mordecai likes to give, and he certainly doesn't want Kane to prove him wrong this Sunday. Regardless, Kane is going to fight, I believe. He is far too, well, we've seen it. He's far too gone, really. He's far too indoctrinated. He's just practically given in to the words of Mordecai to be saved, really. to stop this match from going on this Sunday. And the big question is, even if Undertaker can defeat Kane, what's the state of Kane going to be? Is he going to be the Kane that we've known before? Is he going to be that, or is he going to be this Kane, the ruthless, barbaric Kane who will do whatever his master pleases, or pleads even? I don't know. No one knows. We can only speculate. And that's what makes it a little bit more scarier. You can see the difference in Kane from before he joined the Brood to now. Before he joined the Brood, Kane was suffering on a bit of a string of losses. Now, though, Kane has just been ruthless since joining up with Mordecai. The punishment he gives to this man is just unthinkable. I mean, sure, it took some time for the Brood to find success, but once Mordecai transitioned away from his past, transitioned away from being Kevin Thorne into this man, that was when the true difference was made. That was when the Brood truly was born. And that was when Kane became the man he is today. And of course, they furthered their advances in the Brood with the acquisition of Rosemary some time ago. But as I said before, we have no idea where she is. She hasn't been seen from in some time. We focus away from that now. We focus back on this matchup. Kane using his strength to his advantage as he plants Tyler Breeze there with a power slam. So great to see Breeze after he failed once again to capture the World Heavyweight Championship from Dolph Ziggler. Proved that he is nothing in comparison to the show-off. And one thing that we're definitely seeing right now is that he is having even more difficulties against Kane. Kane from the top. Clothesline. What a counter by Breeze. The two-time world champion there pulled out a counter seemingly out of thin air. Breeze now. Supermodel kick. No light. No luck. No dice. Kane moves out of the way and a stiff lariat for poor Breezy in the corner. Bless his cotton socks. And Kane's going to look for it once more here. Still feeling in it. Still feeling the rhythm. And this time, Kane folds over Breeze with the clothesline. Jumps into the cover. What a huge win this would be just before Bad Blood if Kane can put away the two-time world champ. Breeze kicks out. You can see that he's looking on at Mordecai. Almost as if well, what do I do next? You know, he has to look to Mordecai for almost his every move now, and that's just weird to see. Oh, what a boot in the head there by Breeze. He's got to do something to fight back here. He's having a bit of a struggling time right now against Kane. Reverse DDT there as the Scorpion Death Drop, as we heard a number of times last week from one idiot. Breeze now, supermodel kick. Gets it right on the money this time, but Kane is right up to his feet. Quick strikes and oh no. Oh no, he's in trouble. Breeze choke slammed. Choke slammed down into the depths of hell itself. An over 7-foot plunge to the mat. Kane may well have just closed in one of the biggest victories of his career. Breeze is defeated with just one. Kane is your winner here. What a win for the big red monster. Regardless of what happens this Sunday, this win for Kane is huge. Oh no. Oh, he's here. He's here. He's right there. We've seen this method pulled before, but Undertaker doesn't look ready to strike. He is just staring into the soul of his brother, staring down the man who he'll fight this Sunday. Kane hightailing it out of the ring. Kane wants no part of the Undertaker, and you saw there, Undertaker didn't even want to hit his own brother. Clearly, the mind game's being played by the Undertaker, and it's worked on his own brother. Will it work this Sunday? We'll find out. That stare down there to end it off sends shivers down your spine at the sight of it. And it makes you think, what is going to happen when those two men meet this Sunday? We've seen Undertaker chokeslam his brother before, but can he bring himself to do it again? And can he bring himself to do it in such a personal moment that we are in as well. It's such a situation that we are in. I mean, we'll get all the answers this Sunday, but it's just so difficult to tell whether or not The Undertaker will be able to bring himself to not only strike his own brother, to not only chokeslam his own brother, but as Mordecai said last week, if he wants his brother back, he'd have to beat him within an inch of his life. And just the thought of that is what makes this matchup this Sunday between these two men so chilling. And I don't think it's gonna be one of those matches where even if all the Bullet Club, the amazing Bullet Club fiasco is going on, it's gonna be one of those matches that I just don't think is gonna be easy to watch. But I'm still hyped for it nevertheless. Speaking of hype, here is the World Heavyweight Champion. Here is one of the most hyped athletes, and deserved so of it. Dolph Ziggler heads towards the ring for his first match since our Falls Count Anywhere at SummerSlam. We just saw his opponent Tyler Breeze lose again, so surprise, shock and horror, proving that he can't hold a candle to Dolph Ziggler anymore. Ziggler, however, can look for a victory here over a very game Kofi Kingston. And you know, I said that I don't see Kofi doing it. I see this being a nice opportunity to grant him a main event. I still believe that. Last time these two men squared off, though, in a one-on-one match, Ziggler was the one who lost. But since then, Ziggler has won the World Heavyweight Championship twice, had a grueling matchup with the likes of, with Tyler Breeze at SummerSlam, which he won. Kofi, meanwhile, has done nothing. Okay, I'm okay with that. I accept. Totes fair. Yeah, Kofi got lucky on the night anyway, in case you couldn't tell. But here we go, we're underway for our main event of the evening. Let's see if Kofi can make good on its chance here. Ducks under, Dolph there, and run over there, as if he were nothing. Ziggler, of course, who will meet Sting this Sunday at SummerSlam. SummerSlam? Nope, definitely not. Bad Blood. Definitely going to be an interesting one between these two men. They've plenty of beef between them in the past. They brawled back and forth for that number one contendership heading into Over the Limit until they were both given it. Sting went away into the shadows, hid away like a coward after it, and even after all the problems they had, it seemed as if they just opened a new can to continue on the problems here, to continue on the beef with one another. But the thing is about a can, much like a feud with one another, is it must come to an end, and it's all about really who gets that last big gulp. Who is going to get the last taste of that can and walk out this Sunday a Bad Blood, the World Heavyweight Champion. Both men, former and of course Ziggler, the current World Heavyweight Champion. They know what it's like to hold the gold. Can Sting do it again? No, I don't think so. I think being away from the ring for too long, and I think being too much of a coward to stare Ziggler in the face, as we saw last week, he had to resort not even to methods that we just saw from The Undertaker. When Undertaker, when they do it, that's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine to try and gain an advantage using that to your advantage. But the fact of the matter was, Sting snuck up from behind as well. Didn't look Ziggler in the eyes. Didn't try and stare into his soul like The Undertaker just did. Instead, just snuck up from behind and started striking away at him. That's not a respectable contender. That's not a man who shows courage. That's a man who shows fear, and a man who's showing desperation leading into Bad Blood. So no, Ziggler doesn't fear him, we aren't afraid of him, and we shouldn't be. Sting has proven in the past that he can't get the job done when it counts, and he's going to do exactly the same at Bad Blood. Ziggler, still your World Heavyweight Champion. Not a doubt in my mind otherwise. Focusing back on this matchup right now, Kofi is kind of holding his own here. He's giving it to Ziggler, but Ziggler's doing a very good job of maintaining control in this one. Kofi, though, plants it down. Michinoku driver there, and you can see every opportunity where Kofi can see a chance to hook a leg and go for the cover. He's going right for it. Any chance in Kofi's eyes to try and secure a win here. He could be a major... Oh, what a spinning kick in the face there. It'd be a major upset no matter what if Kofi could pin the world champion and really propel himself up the radar coming out of Bad Blood. Perhaps even be the #1 contender coming out of Bad Blood. Ziggler pulls out a counter there finally, stopping Kofi in his tracks. Zigzag! This one is over. Kofi's had some great fights in the past, and oh! Looks like he's harnessing his heart that we've seen from him in the past right here. I mean, this is Kofi Kingston. This is a man who has had a world title opportunity in the past. He took on Shinsuke Nakamura, of all people, for the world title. Didn't win it, but my God, did he come close, and he's proving it right here tonight in this main event. Trying to give it his all here to Dolph Ziggler. Elbow right into the chest there, but as we've seen so far tonight, the champions, and of course, therefore, the Bullet Club, are undefeated. And nothing looks like it's going to stop them either. Good strike there by Kofi. What will he look for now? Russian leg sweep maybe? Yes, it will be. Ziggler perhaps in trouble. Down on his back. Not where you want to be against the speed that Kofi can possess, and not when he can hit this move either. Boom drop. And into the cover right away on Ziggler, trying to put him down for good, but the world champion not staying down. Back up to his feet. And continuing to fight. Famous though by Ziggler. Beautiful. Beautiful to witness. Cover on Kofi once more. Can Kofi fight out of it? This time he can. The heart that Kofi is showing. Oh, but here we go. The move that will put him away. The move that finished off Breeze at SummerSlam. Super kick. Congrats, Kofi. You fought on a little longer, but it just wasn't enough. There's your winner, Dolph Ziggler, a World Heavyweight Champion, and the man who will still hold that belt coming out of Bad Blood. Give it up for the man. Give it up for your World Heavyweight Champion. Give it up for the man who's ready to overcome Sting this Sunday and prove that the man who hides in the shadows is nothing more than the coward who hides behind a painted face. And before we finish off this episode of Raw, I know that Dolph Ziggler has a few things to say, so you know what? Let's get to it. And oh my, no, it's Sting! The coward has struck again! The coward has snuck up from the behind the lights, clouding them away to try and gain an advantage here on Ziggler. But look at how the world champion fights on. He won't give in. He will never back down from a fight. He will never back down from Sting, but he's sent running. He's sent spiraling to the outside, and Sting stands tall in this moment. Well, for the first time, the coward has opened his mouth. For the first time in nearly 2 years, Sting has something to say, and it's directed towards the Bullet Club and how he hates them all, yada, yada, yada. Sting, you know, for the first time you've ever talked, you're sounding a lot like a broken record. Oh, okay. Oh, you're calling the shots, are you? Since when? Oh, I didn't notice that part. Okay, if that's what you want to do, Sting, so be it. If that's what you want to have this Sunday, then I'll let it be. I will let you fail at your own game like so many have before. You want to go tables, ladders, and chairs to end this all with Ziggler? Then let it be such. Let that go as you wish. But Sting, no one but yourself will be at fault for your failures this Sunday. No one but yourself can have the blame pinned on them when you can't get the job done and when you let down Monday Night Raw again. No one, not now, not tomorrow, not next month, not for the rest of this damn year, can even come within an inch, even a foot of taking the title away from Dolph Ziggler. Sting, you're just going to be another failed athlete. You're just going to be another failed contender. Best of luck, but I can't wait to watch you embarrass yourself as Ziggler, as the king, stands atop his throne on top of that ladder, still World Heavyweight Champion. See you this Sunday, Sting. Can't wait to watch you drop the ball again.